Hi guys, welcome back to TCG Pulse. We got some Digimon content for y'all. It's going to be the first deck profile of Digimon that we bring out, and it's a very fun deck. I think y'all will enjoy it. David, would you like to take it away with what you're playing?
Yeah, this is green Eosmon. Went 3-1, and the only person I lost to was the guy who came in second. Kind of hit some really rough security towards the end. But, yeah, let's go over this real quick. For the eggs, we got 4 of the Argomon, gaining 1 memory. Doesn't happen often, but it's really useful when it does. And the 1 Pinamon. If you go into a big Eosmon off of this, you can get that card draw a lot, which is very helpful, but you're usually not doing it. 4 Morphomon, start off the rookies. You know, always go with the alt art if you can. But this thing, searching 2 cards, and you always hit a security with it. Like, that's what you're doing. Nobody wants to block it because it's gonna die, but then you get your search off anyway. Really good card, just aces. And then I also run 4 of the Wormmon, another search on delete, another just security check. If your opponent does anything that deletes this, you don't care, you get your search. And that's really what you need. You need the draw power in this deck, which is also why I run the green. Got 2 Argomon, just to send back over 1 memory.
2 drops are very important in this game.
Yeah, you want to choke your opponent's memory every time, whenever you can. So that's why I run him. And to help out with that, we run 2 Terriermon. Stops your opponent from gaining memory off of most everything in the game, and that can honestly, this guy can just beat certain decks like by himself. As long as they can't take care of this, you're good. I run 4 Kabuterimon, 1 cost to Evo. That's your draw. You get you're a blocker. The deck doesn't run very many blockers, but pretty much every time I have to go into him, he's been useful. Then we got the bread and butter, what everybody's waiting for. 4 Eosmon.
Nice.
Every bit of this card is fantastic. The on play for free tamers. This deck loves tamers. The inherited, more free tamers. This deck really loves tamers.
Just free real estate.
Yeah, this is...
Looks like a Zygarde.
Yeah. Maybe? I don't know, I don't play Pokemon much. But yeah, he's great. Always run 4. So, for the next 4 of... we're running 4 Eosmon. But then I guess I also need to run 4 Eosmon. And I'm gonna continue this joke with 4 Eosmon. But I only run 2 Eosmon after that. Alright, so just the bare minimum 14. All right, that's it. It's a little. I may need to add some more.
I feel like you should go to 20.
I could go to 50 if I wanted to.
You could,
but I feel the 14 served me well so far. Swarm, and more swarm. That's the other thing this deck likes. Tamers and swarm. You swarm tamers, you swarm Eosmon.
And he can bring out the level 4 one too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, on swing, because you can choose this one or this one, and I usually go for the level 5 just to have another body out, and he's a little bit more durable. And usually, honestly, this thing almost always dies when I swing. But I don't care. Him being in the trash is almost as good as him being on the field. Your opponent will always have the option of getting the on-play tamer from this. You can't not do that, apparently. But getting one of these when your opponent thought you weren't going to have a tamer is also pretty great. And the lady herself, 4 Eosmon level 6. Delete stuff when she comes into play. You know, huge DP, multiple security attacks, everything you want in a boss monster that's not protection. I made several stacks with her that were 9 Digivolution sources.
I watched this man evolve into this Eosmon and like take every Eosmon level 5 in his trash and put it underneath her.
Oh, there were some level 4s under there too. You can do that. It's level 4 or 5. Or level 5 or below. So if you think you're going to need more tamers, when she swings, you still get the inherited effect. So you still get the play a tamer. You still get the plus 1,000. So once she's at 17, 18k, you kind of don't need any more. So getting those additional tamers for free is honestly fantastic. You know,
such an insane card.
Fix your memory, fix your game. So we go with the tamers. 2 Takumi. The deck needs draw power, and also this just screws over Rookie Rush. Like, if your opponent goes big, I got 2 Ty and Matt. You go big, fine, I'll go bigger. I get more memory from you. I don't get the Omnimon, but who cares? No one needs Omnimon, we have Eosmon. Alright. And of course, rounding off the tamers, you have to run 4 Manila. She fixes your memory. She searches your cards. She stops your opponents from unsuspending. This woman does it all. She's also got a college degree. Alright.
She got a master's, right?
Yep. Yep. And I think that was at 14 or something. This girl's insane, and there's a reason she has 3 effects.
I've seen people use her in non-Eosmon decks because she's she's a memory fixing white.
I mean, you can. I understand why people do it. She's really good, and of course, being able to play like your Mega Digimon fusions and things like that in non-Eosmon decks is pretty great. But I still think that Eosmon, I like using every part of the tamer, which is why it pains me a little bit to do the tying that. But her having all 3 of her effects go off constantly is fantastic. And then for the options, we're just running 2 Cutting Edge, 6 cost, play an Eosmon for free, and then delete something. Awesome. This thing has actually saved me the 1 or 2 times it shows up in security. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's very useful. Getting a free Eosmon on your opponent's turn and then comes back over to your turn, you have another Eosmon you can attack with, swarm the field more Digimon, more security checks, more victory, right? And last 2, and this is something that I think is kind of, not everybody plays, but I feel like it's the spice that you need. 2 Needle Spray. This is why we run green. Suspend your opponent's Digimon for 2 cost. Alright? There has been so many times where my opponent has something big, they know it somehow lived through Eosmon getting out, they don't want me to kill it, well, you don't get a choice anymore.
It just dies.
Yep. Or if I start off with 7, and you've got 2 things I don't like, congratulations. One of them's getting popped by Eosmon, and the other one is, oh hey, look at that, also getting popped by Eosmon, because she'll just run it over.
Yeah, just getting punched.
Yep. And of course, tap something and then add this back to hand as a security check. Gabu Bond doesn't even like that. Yeah, that's the whole deck. I honestly feel like the green is the best version of the deck. I've seen black and yellow variants, but this gets more draw power, and since you're playing so much from hand, you need cards. You need to pick up as many cards as you can to get as many Eosmon on the field as you can, and as many Eosmon in the trash as your opponent dares.
So you could also play 46 Eosmon level 5 and 4 at Cutting Edge.
I mean, if you're brave, yeah. Hell, you could play, I've seen 50 Eosmon win. You gotta be quick and your opponent has to not know what's going on, but you can do it.
That's like jumping in the Manali.
Pretty much.
Well, thanks for your deck profile.
No problem. Subscribe, comment,
yes,
like.
Please.